Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another live episode of Rising Info Live here at Rise Up Creatives Worldwide. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. And if you're joining me from any parts of the globe, if you are watching me in different time zone, it is actually 9 p.m. exactly here in the Philippines. Let me know in the chat box, even if you are watching this on a replay, what time is it in your time zone. So if you are coming from the Philippines and you're joining me live, my kindred coaches, magandang gabi, good evening everyone. Thank you so much for being here. If you are an entrepreneur, if you are a business owner, you are a coaching entrepreneur, you are a coach, and you are one person who's thinking of, can I be an entrepreneur? Welcome to Rising Info live here at Rise Up Creatives. Every Wednesday, I am coming in live to have a conversations with my fellow entrepreneurs. If you are joining me for the first time, I am Master Coach A. I am a live coach. I am a mental health coach. I am also a business coach. But one thing I would like you to understand, to know, and to receive in your heart, okay? I am one person who believes in the power of entrepreneurship. I am where I am today because I am one person who believes that there is freedom from the corporate world. There is freedom from our 8 to 5, 9 to 6 working hours. There is freedom from being an employee. That's what brought me where I am today. If you are new to my space, I am the founder, I am the CEO, I am the chairman of Decaf Coffee Republic, the coaching hub of Life Coach Philippines. We are the home of certified life coaches here in the Philippines, and we've been running our company on the 6th year. There are other young individuals who are with me in the business, and we've started Decaf Coffee Republic 6 years ago. And if you are just within the territory, within the area of Pasig City, Decaf Coffee Republic is open from 2 p.m. to 12 midnight. Right now, Decaf is still open. And every Thursday, I'm there. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for my coaching for the soul. And it's happening every 7:30 of Thursday. So we operate a business that caters to people who dreams bigger. So let me know in the chat box if you are one person who's dreaming of becoming bigger, and bigger. Why am I saying that? Because entrepreneurs are players of bigger games. Let me repeat that. Entrepreneurs are players of bigger games. So we are not individuals, or we are individuals, I would say, who are now free from the concept of trading our time for paycheck. So let me know in the chat box if you are one person in the show right now. You are joining me live. To all my fellow coaches, to all the fellow entrepreneurs joining me, hello. Okay, let me know in the chat box if you are one person who believes that entrepreneurs like me is, we are playing bigger games, and we are not here trading our time for paycheck. We are not here making an effort, giving our value, showing up every single day because there's a paycheck that awaits for us at the end of 15th or 30th day. Normally, we don't receive that as an entrepreneur. What happens is, on a day-to-day basis, we take the risk. We show up, we serve, we create products, we give values, and we don't really get our paycheck at the end of the 15th and the 30th. And probably you're still employed today and you're looking at, wow, I'd like to be an entrepreneur. Now, one thing with entrepreneurs is it's not about paycheck. Okay. Yes, of course, there's money. Yes, there's financial rewards. There is so much that you get from an entrepreneurship. But one thing that you don't get is the paycheck to paycheck. All right. So we're not trading our time for paycheck. So let me know in the chat box if you're saying yes, that entrepreneurs are players of bigger games. Okay. Players of bigger games. I want to get started with that. That for tonight, I want to jump in and let you know that the conversation is all about you as an entrepreneur playing bigger games. So entrepreneurship is not for people who cry on the side when we spill the bill. Okay, like really we spill the bill because we don't get anything in return. We don't cry on the side because our transactions didn't really go the way we're thinking of. We don't cry on the side simply because nobody is buying our products. That's not who we are. Okay, so we play bigger games, and we know that in playing bigger games, there are times that we kind of lose and we fail, but failing is always failing forward. Okay, so if creativity, which was my topic last week, is the inner game of every entrepreneur, productivity is the outer game. So we kind of we look into entrepreneurship, and say, yeah, I have passion, I have skills, I have talents, I have big heart to serve, and that's enough. No, it's not enough. Okay. And two things that really getting into the game, okay, and getting into this game, you need to understand at least the inner and the outer as a basic foundations of entrepreneurship. And here at Rise Up Creatives, we want to give you an understanding that entrepreneurship is not just getting your product and sharing it with the world or anyone else. Okay, so if you are new to our space, if this is the first time that you are joining us, Rise Up Creatives is here to provide one-stop solutions for you. Okay, we want to make you understand that while entrepreneurship plays a lot of intricacies and there's a lot of pieces that you need to put together to make it happen for you, then Rise Up Creatives wants to tell you that, hey, there is one digital space, okay, where you can come in and play big in social commerce. And that's what we want to do. That's what I'm doing every Wednesday, coming in live here, because I want you to see that as we unpack the truth about entrepreneurship, Rise Up Creatives is not just about you having your curated photos or lifestyle photos or original photos. It's not just about you having customizable captions, although we provide that very well. It's not just about you showing up every single day with your content, all right, or having a design studio that really gives you beautiful templates, unique templates. Rise Up Creatives is a one, like one space, all right, one space where you can come, you can be part of what we're doing and feel confident that you can become the entrepreneur you are dreaming to become. Let me repeat that. You can become the entrepreneur you want to become. So if you are joining me right now, okay, please tag one entrepreneur. Please tag one person who wants to be an entrepreneur. Please tag one person who used to be an entrepreneur and let go and say, forget it, throw the towel. I don't want to dive into this entrepreneurship because I'm getting a lot of pain. I'm getting a lot of concerns. I'm getting a lot of problems. And it looks like entrepreneurship is not for me. Okay. So please do me a favor. Don't keep this episode a secret because I want to dive into the normal concerns of people and say, I can't be an entrepreneur. I've been failing. I don't have time. I don't have all of these things. Okay. Look, tonight, okay, I'm gonna unpack about entrepreneurship, okay, specifically productivity, okay. But being productive requires us to be fit. So it's not just about productivity where you can look into productivity and all of that. So I'm teaching also productivity, but specifically on this episode, I want to unpack productivity in the perspective of to be productive, you need to be fit. Okay, so what does it take to be fit as an entrepreneur? So does it takes you to go to the gym and have your barbell, or does it takes you to go on your treadmill? Yes, of course, it's gonna help because you need a healthy body to do that. But what I'm gonna be unpacking tonight is uh the need for us to be fit so we can be productive, and that fitness is technically, all right, is mental fitness. I'm gonna work on that level, so let me know in the chat box if this is if this is a topic that you say, yes coach, I need that. Okay, do you want to understand how to be mentally fit, okay, so that you can be productive as an entrepreneur? Let me know in the chat box if this is something like you are excited to learn for tonight. Okay, so let me know also in the chat box. Okay, let me know also in the chat box what is one, okay, productivity challenge that you encounter. So whether you are an entrepreneur now, whether you are planning to become an entrepreneur, or maybe you are in a transition. Okay, so you probably is like Master Coach Jasmine, who's starting her entrepreneurial endeavor, okay, and scratching the surface, but she's still 100% and one employed. Okay, so let me know in the chat box if you're looking into that path of becoming an entrepreneur, and you just don't want to be just an entrepreneur that throws the towel when the tides go tough and the tides go rocky and like you cannot control, you just throw the towel. But you want to be an entrepreneur that really like, I can do this. Okay, let me know in the chat box if that's you. Yeah, I like that, Coach Al. Okay, hashtag me. Yeah, let me know in the chat box if that's you. So, and yeah, if that's you, let me know what is your number one challenge about entrepreneurship. Okay, how it is that like, let's have this conversation where you always want to be an entrepreneur, but it kind of, there's always something that gets into the way. That is always like there's something that, why it happens again. I want to start this endeavor. I want to do this, but you ended up not doing it. Let me know in the chat box. Okay, what are your challenges? Okay, what are your challenges? Being an entrepreneur who wants to get started, who wants to be productive. Now, one thing that really plays a big role in terms of productivity, okay, I'm gonna get this from Stephen Covey, okay. He said that time management, hear me out on this. He said, Stephen Covey said, time management is a misnomer. Okay, so it's a misnomer, okay, which oftentimes we want to manage our time so we can have more and we can do more. Okay, so Stephen Covey said, no, it's a misnomer. Time management is a misnomer, okay? Now, the challenge actually for every entrepreneur is not to manage our time. The challenge for every entrepreneur is to manage ourselves. Okay. Hashtag me, hashtag yes, hashtag agree, hashtag connect. Let me know in the chat box. All right. So, to become productive, okay, it's imperative that we shift how we think about ourselves and about our time and how we consume our time on a daily basis. Now, you would probably take a look at this and see that one thing that you need to understand to be productive, okay, here's the thing, is your ability to control yourself. Hashtag self-control. Okay. But here's the thing. Okay. The interesting part here is that self control, okay, if time management is misnomer, okay, self control is an illusion. Yes. Hashtag self control is an illusion. Okay. Why is an illusion? Because, think about this, most of the things that we do right now is something that we do automatically. Okay. We feel things, we do things, we say things automatically. Okay. So if this thing happened, we don't even get to pause. We automatically get to give our reply. Okay. So for you to be playing big as an entrepreneur, you need to understand that the shift gear there is like really being able to control yourself, which I just said is an illusion. So what can you do? What you can do is this: cultivate the control. You can't say, I am in control of myself right now, because truth of the matter, okay, when something happens right now, like right now you're watching, you're with me, if somebody calls or somebody get into the door and you just get distracted, or maybe if you're waiting for a business call, you're waiting for a client and you start seeing that, okay, you just like see your phone and it starts to ring with the name of the client, probably you'll switch. Okay, and you'll say, I'll just watch the replay, Master Coach A, and I'll just take the client's call because this is important to me. How many of you connects with that? All right. So it's a representations of, there's a lot of things that we want to do, we intend to do in our business, or at least when we start doing the entrepreneur endeavor, but we're not able to do it because we are really operating on an automatic space. All right. Like on automatic mode. So, but we can cultivate this. Okay. So we can cultivate. It's a good news. Okay. You can cultivate self-control, and because it's a matter of us cultivating it, then it's not going to happen overnight, but we can. we can do it. Now, here's the thing. Knowing and understanding. So I'm laying the foundations right now so you don't feel defeated, or you don't feel bad that you cannot control yourself doing things that is not necessary for your business. How many of you here watching? Okay, so my kindred coaches are here. Okay, Joy, our incoming coach for batch 7, is also here. All right, so um I don't want you to feel bad because you keep doing things that is not gonna lead you to increase sales, or I don't want you to feel bad because you keep trying and you keep failing. Okay, so I'm putting the space here right now where you can say, and just tell yourself, self, we can get better, because we are cultivating self-control. It's not gonna happen overnight, but you can cultivate it now. But of course, you don't wait until you are able to cultivate that before you start becoming an entrepreneur and you start becoming productive. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that productivity could be a challenge if you are having trouble with self-control. So there are going to be a lot of things that we're going to be talking in a little while about cultivating that self-control, or really what we can do while we're still cultivating self-control. But right now, I want you to just like acknowledge, all right? Acknowledge that you are a work in progress, okay? That you are still cultivating self-control, okay? And you don't have to wait until you are really in control before you become an entrepreneur or before you start thriving. Let me know in the chat box if you're getting this to say, yes, I am cultivating self-control. I am cultivating. Hashtag I am in the process. Okay. So you got to tell that to yourself so you don't self-bit. Okay. Now, one thing that you can do, okay, like top of mind that you need, maybe put it somewhere out there. If you have your phone, maybe you can put this as a screensaver, your laptop, your desktop. Here's the thing. Imagine yourself right now operating on an automatic mode, like a car, like a vehicle on automatic mode. Now, what you will do and you are trying to do, what you are cultivating is to move from the 80, the automatic gear, okay, to becoming on manual gear, okay? So you're going to be talking, like you're thinking, okay, now I'm driving my life on automatic, okay, gear, or automatic lane or automatic car. Now I want to make it manual. Okay, so I want it to be manual. Okay, so it's not going to be a push button, but it's going to be manual. Okay, so what would happen is when you start looking at manual, okay, there's going to be a sequence of thinking. Okay, so your mode, okay, when you change your mode from automatic to manual, okay, so like in camera, like in the transmission of your car, there are things that you need to do for you to accomplish a certain results. Okay, so there's gonna be a chain of reactions as you take action. You get that? So instead of you just reacting because it's an automatic mode, this time you are on manual mode. Therefore, there are going to be a series of actions that you need to do, that you need to take so that you get to cultivate that manual thing. And why do you want to cultivate that manual thing? Is because you are exercising and you are cultivating self-control. You cannot control yourself if you are on automatic mode. You can only control yourself if you are very much aware that you are operating in a manual mode. Okay? Yep. Get this? Now, you need to understand that people, us, okay, so you and me are what? Are what? We are creatures of habits. Okay? So one powerful strategy, okay, is to steer your directions to where you want to become as an entrepreneur. Remember that you are still cultivating self-control and you're not yet in control as much as you want. Now, what you can do is to cultivate a habit. A habit that can make you be aware that you need to pause, you need to slow down to think about things. And one thing that you need to understand when you are cultivating a habit, okay, a very good strategy, okay, so I'm talking about how you can get fit on this, is you don't put a lot of habit, you don't get to start doing a habit all at the same time. The strategy is actually to stock up on things every single month. So it means that one habit, okay, you form one habit every single month. Next month, you form another one. One thing that I've started right now, if you are part of Life Coach Philippines, if you are part of App Skills, or even if you're not part, but you just visit Coach A page, okay? So I've started a 30-day, okay, month to master, okay, course creation challenge, where every single day I give a prompt, and many of you here, okay, who reads the prompt, give 5 minutes of your time to create and invest something on your course creation. That after 30 days, you have a course. Because many times as an entrepreneur, we don't know how to like dissect the things that we need to do, and we simply feel overwhelmed and we end up doing nothing. So think about course creation. If you are a life coach, if you are an author, if you are if you are a therapist, even, right? And you have a course, you have a book, and you want to launch it, and you're thinking, I can't do that. Yes, you can. But why can't you? It's because you are not stacking on the habit on how to create that. So with 5 minutes every single day that you start writing, you put something, a content in there, before you knew it, 30 days, and voila, you've got your course. How many of you is joining me on my month to master challenge, and you are getting so much value and you're feeling that, wow, my course is coming to form, my course is gonna be finally be launched, and my course is gonna be finally be real, and I can offer it to the world. All right, so you've got to create that habit, okay? So because we are creatures of habit, okay? Now, one thing that, okay, so now why do you need that? Okay, why do you need this habit? Why do you need this discipline? Why do you need all of these things, all this preparation, which many entrepreneurs don't get to prepare? Is because, okay, here's one thing that probably is new to you. Okay, if it's new to you, let me know in the chat box, hashtag new. Okay, uh because entrepreneurs don't understand the concept of, okay, let me know in the chat box if this is new to you, escape velocity. Escape velocity. How many of you knows this? How many of you encountered already the term escape velocity, that we need to understand for you to be productive as an entrepreneur, and for you to soar higher, and for you to thrive as an entrepreneur? Okay, so let me know in the chat box if you have heard of escape velocity, or you are new to escape velocity. Okay, so you probably heard of escape velocity because escape velocity, okay, here's how you look at it. When they launch a space shuttle in the space, of course, space shuttle, so you launch it in the space, right? Uh, they strap the shuttle to something called booster rocket. Okay, Coach Trisha, you're here. You probably is excited for this. Okay, they bootstrap it. Okay, so they like strap it, attach it to a booster rocket. Okay, the boost, and here's the thing: the booster rocket is 85%. Okay, 85% of the total weight of the shuttle that they're about to launch. So you imagine that it's so heavy. Okay? And if it's heavy, it must serve a purpose. Okay? It must serve a purpose. And the purpose is for it to escape the gravity. Okay? The gravity, so it gonna be launched. Okay, now here's where it plays a very important role in entrepreneurship. When we do start doing our business, our entrepreneurial endeavor, okay, oftentimes we won't want the pain. We don't want the sacrifice. We don't want the challenges. We don't want all of these things, and we want it easy. Okay, we want give me the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and if it's hard, it's not for me. Now look, in entrepreneurship, it needs to be heavy, it needs to be tough as we get started because we have to escape that gravity. Okay? We will only be launched, okay, if this like the challenge that we're encountering is actually 85% of what we are launching. And sometimes it's even heavier. Okay? I want you to understand that because oftentimes you don't get to see your productivity because it's very challenging. You don't get to see your productivity because it's so heavy. You don't get to see that you're productive because it seems that you're not getting result. Let me know in the chat box. Let me know and say hashtag connecting, Master Coach. Hashtag connect. Hashtag me. Okay? Let me know in the chat box if this is something that you are you like feeling. We need to overcome, escape velocity, and take advantage of habit of gravity. So we need to have that habit in place so that pull, okay, we're able to launch our business no matter how difficult and how tough it is. Okay? So it's important that you understand that. Now, when you talk about productivity, okay, another thing that I need you to remember, okay, as far as productivity is concerned, is this, okay? There is a series of events that happens to you. Now I'm going to dive into productivity. When you're able to launch and escape that velocity, all right? That escape velocity, like you're launching in there and you're up in there, yeah, defying gravity, okay, engineer connecting, right? How do you get now the success? How do you get like really productivity in place, and how do you get in shape for you to start really getting the results? Okay, here's the thing. There are three types of focus. Okay, shift in focus that you need to do. Okay, shift of focus that you need to do. Now I'm gonna dive in now. Okay, and this ready? Okay, the first is this shift of focus. Okay, are you ready? Let me know in the chat box. So a lot of you is still catching. Okay, yeah, you like my topic. Yes, I want you to just go back in now. Okay, and allow me to just you need to understand, okay, that there is a cause and effect in everything that we do. I'm sure you know that. And so for you to thrive and really get that momentum going and it works to your advantage, okay, you need to shift. Okay, you need three shifts. Okay, shift in focus. Okay, let me know in the chat box if you're ready. Okay, so we need to shift, okay, our focus, okay, from results to contribution. Results to contribution. Remember that results to contribution. That's the first focus. When we are in the corporate world, we are trained to give results. You get that? And if we don't get results, we fail. Our KRA, key results areas, okay, we are marked on that. Our merit increase is based on that. When you become an entrepreneur, the first shift in focus for you to be productive is to shift from result to contribution. You need to see that every single day, you probably is not getting the results that you want. But if you are you're having that kind of mindset that what you do contributes to the greater, okay, output, to the greater productivity, to the greater change that you want, then you are making it. Imagine if you are in a workplace, like if you're still working right now, you as an employee is seeing only a part of the whole production line. You are only doing a part of the business operations, but you're not doing the whole line. Okay. So to you, when you give the results, you get paid. In entrepreneurship, you being an entrepreneur, it's not you getting results that matter. Of course, it matters that you get results, but the contribution. I can get multiple results in a day, but the question is, am I contributing to my space? Am I contributing to my industry? Am I contributing to my clients? Am I contributing to the world? Am I contributing to my community? Am I contributing to my tribe? Because that is one change that you need to instill in here for you to be productive. Because even if you don't see the results right now that you want, you know that you are contributing. Even if nobody signs up for my course today, I know that showing up here at Rise Up Creatives every Wednesday, I am contributing. Let me know in the chat box if I am contributing to you. Not all of you here is my lifetime members. Not all of you here have said yes to Rise Up Creatives. We've been in commercial operations since January. This is our third month. And not all of you here are our clients, right? So if I look at the results, I would say it's a failure because I'm coming in every Wednesday and you're not signing up. But how many of you here would like tell me, like let me know in the chat box, you are getting the contribution I am putting in the industry? Are you getting the contribution? Because that is the first shift that you need to do in terms of your focus. Focus from results to contribution. Down. After, okay, second shift. Ready? The second shift now, when you know that you're contributing, okay, is to shift from contribution to value. From contributions to value. You don't get fixated on the contribution, because if you get fixated on contribution, it will just be like, as long as I'm contributing, I'm good. But when you shift to value, you start looking at how can I create more value in my space, more value for my clients, more value for my business, more value for my customers, more value for even my suppliers. Okay, how can I create that value in my space? Okay, now I'm contributing, but what value? Hence the reason why I continue to study, hence the reason why I continue to train, hence the reason why I continue to serve. Because I want to shift. I want that shift that, and you probably say, Coach, but you're doing all of that at the same time. Obviously, because I have multiple businesses. And depending on the stage of my business, depending of where my business is, it kind of requires a different thing. Okay, different thing. So of course you cannot I don't create things the way I'm I'm creating for RUC is different from the way I'm creating for Life Coach Philippines. It's different from the way I'm creating for Decaf Coffee Republic. It's because of the season and because of the life stage of my business. Okay, so in some of my businesses, in some of my endeavors, I'm already on the second shift. Okay, where I'm shifting from contribution to value. How many of you here getting this? Okay, let me know in the chat box. Okay, hashtag ROI, return of insight, hashtag pack my bag moment. Let me know in the chat box if you are already getting something here to get started with. Okay, so like as an entrepreneur, as maybe you're an employee getting into entrepreneurship, you're already saying like, I'm getting it, and I think there's something that I need to recalibrate. There's something that I need to get started after the show, after these conversations with you, Master Coach. Let me know in the chat box. I want to know. I want to read that. I want to see that, hey, you're here, and you are not just getting all these informations and say, yeah, I'm there, I'm present, but you're saying, I'm getting this, I'm getting this, I'm getting this, I'm getting this. Okay. Third shift. Third shift. The third shift of focus is this. From creating value to massive value. From creating value to providing massive value. What does it mean? When you get to the next shift, the third shift, now you know that that value that you have created, you have to go massively. You need to go on bigger impact. That's where you start hiring people, partnering with other people. That's where you reach out to other clients, you reach out to other people to help. It's massive. Okay? We don't just say, I'm comfortable, I got my money, I got my, like, I'm good, my life is comfortable. Every entrepreneurs who get to the ladder of success, okay, and really thrives, get to the third shift. The third shift is from creating value to providing massive value. Okay? That's why many people would say, why don't you stop? Why don't you be contented? It's not about being contented. It's not about more money. Okay? It's not about that. It's about understanding that as an entrepreneur, we are called to be massive in what we do. Entrepreneurs are risk takers, entrepreneurs are innovators, entrepreneurs are creators. And with the growth, with the increase of productivity, we can be massively producing, we can be massively providing, we can be massively be of service to humanity. We are entrepreneurs, we are creatively gifted by nature, by God. We are divinely created to create. And with that, in the outside, we are called and challenged to be productive so that we provide so much value to the world. Not everyone can be an entrepreneur, but if you can, if you are gifted, I challenge you. Rise up, be creative, produce more, productively say to the world, I am here, I'm ready to provide massive value. This is Master Coach A. Thank you for joining me for another live episode of Rising Info. Thank you so much for being part of what we're doing here in Rise Up Creatives. Rise Up Creatives is here to serve no matter where you are in your stage of business creation. I am a business coach and I want to help you. In terms of growing your business. I am a life coach, and if what's hindering you right now is your personal challenges, let me help you. I am also a mental health coach. So if you are being challenged mentally and your fears, your trauma is hindering you to take an action, let me know. Let us know. I am not alone in what I'm doing. I represent a tribe of dedicated, committed, practicing, and really warm-hearted individuals. We're real people behind the screen. I am not alone in this space. There's a lot of kindred coaches right now in the space that you can, see connecting and really engaging with you. Let me know. Let us know how we can serve you. We're here not just to challenge you to rise up and be creative. We're here to challenge you to become the entrepreneur God created you to be. Good night, everyone. I'll see you again next Wednesday for another episode of Rising Info. This is Master Coach A. Maraming pong salamat. Be productive, be fruitful because you can. Good night, everyone. See you again next Wednesday.